Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing on you.
Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. I know you feel where I'm coming from, regardless of the things in my past that I've done.
What it is, what it do, what you doing? Hey, what's going on?
It is what you do, what you
Tell us,
doing.
tell us
Like
all
that.
of it. It's that time, y'all. Best time in the hour. Best radio show on the air. We getting it seen. What's happening?
What's happening?
Come on, y'all. Talk to
What's
me.
good? What's
Hey, y'all
good?
We all good here?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, all right.
It's gonna be a good one today.
It's a new year.
It is. It's a new year. It's our time, 2023.
By the
They
way,
say new year, new me. No,
new me in 23.
right there you go. New me in 23.
Uncut,
New money,
uncensored, y'all.
New money. Keep saying new money.
money,
Yes.
Man, we
new
take
money,
old money
money.
around here
Big
too.
money.
Take money.
Yes.
Cash flow, denarios, pesos, euros, all those.
All of it. All of
Right.
it. It all spin. How was everybody's New
Somewhere.
Year? You say
Right.
some of it.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Because we don't want pesos, really, though. We
No,
don't.
we don't want pesos
Hey,
here.
listen, I take pesos in peso world.
In
In peso world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. In peso
You know,
world. Not here.
somewhere.
You better have a whole bunch of them, too.
Hey, that's all right.
You
Dave.
got to have a billion of them to make ends meet. You got to have a bunch of them.
Where in the world?
Ooh, so y'all check this out, y'all. This is Uncut and Censored. Once again,
Um,
you pose a question saying where in the world or where are you saying?
Oh, you know what? No, I didn't even realize I said that on the air.
yeah, you
Never-
yeah.
Okay.
You
Give
know,
me
you
that.
know. Oh, you know what? Here, let me do this. Here, take these.
Oh, there we go. There
Yeah,
we go.
Yeah, take those. Okay, we getting everything together.
We getting it together
All
as
right,
always.
y'all. So, I'm your guy, D Boogie.
Is that who you are?
Yeah, D Boogie, aka
D-Boogie.
Okay, AKA D Boogie.
the DJ Don Zani.
Okay.
DJ. Oh goodness, Lord have mercy.
You
I'm
know.
all discombobulated.
So,
Wait,
yeah, I'm
listen.
happy to be here.
you happy to be here?
Whew. Oh yeah,
Is that
man.
somebody? Is that your? What is that? Is that a passport?
I've been here since 4:15. I'm glad
No,
y'all here.
that's-
Seriously?
Yeah,
Okay, that clearly that
been
was
going
by
through some
accident.
stuff with these boards and everything.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been here.
Okay. all
Me,
right.
me and Rafiq, we got prepared though.
Did y'all?
We got prepared to do the show.
Wow. Was that about? Never mind. Never mind. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah. It's all good.
So listen, how was your New Year's?
Ooh.
Did your was it that good?
Woo wee.
Okay, well I hope that's a good ooh wee.
Man. Hey, listen. Me and Rafiq was talking.
Okay.
Over the week, I mean,
before
the New Year?
before y'all got in and stuff.
Okay.
Talking about the New Year's, and I agreed with him. He's like, man, I'm ready to eat nothing but we just say salads and what? Salad and water.
I take it y'all went hard.
No, oh man, I went hard. He went hard too.
Did y'all really?
Oh man.
Well, if you don't go hard, don't go at all.
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
That's right. I agree. No, this is not a passport. This is a ritual book that was sitting out. So let me put it up.
Okay, got you. You put it up because you know
Put it
I
in my
won't
pocket.
Put
I
it
don't
in
want
your
to leave
pocket.
it.
Please
Don't leave it.
Please don't.
I have your headphones, huh?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I messed
real
this up.
greedy. You real greedy.
He wanted all. He said, "Give me. I want
He
yours."
got my
sis."
headphones. I got your headphones. You got his headphones. I don't understand. D Boogie
Oh,
throw the
that's
whole
what-
thing
that
out. Don't
threw
come
it
in
all
early
off.
again.
Yeah,
Don't come in
okay,
early
okay.
anymore. We like you late.
Right.
I ain't never late.
You said you're always on time, huh?
Yeah, I might have been
Okay.
late once or twice.
He
All
said,
right.
even if you late,
In
you on
in
time.
3 years of doing this show, y'all, we've been doing this show for 3 years.
It's a long time.
Good long time.
It's
Good
a long time. It is a long time.
So before I say anything else, I would love you lovely ladies, to introduce yourself, and then let's talk about what we're gonna talk about.
You gonna be all right today? You ain't got no testosterone back up today.
None.
Unless
Wait a minute, hold
Rafiq
on.
jump on his mic. But you know, he
man,
be
come on
acting
now.
shy.
Hey, listen.
He don't be shy. He just be acting like he too cool.
Who? Rafiq?
Yeah, I don't get on the mic.
He got to do. He doing his thing. He doing his thing. Yeah. So
Okay,
He
I
busy
guess
doing
enough
his thing.
said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
you got
Well,
to pay him
listen-
more. You want him to do more? You got to pay him.
All right. Well, listen, everybody, it's your girl Tasha. Welcome back to no, not welcome back.
Yeah,
welcome to 2023. Okay. You know, and yeah, y'all can find me at Tosh_empowers on IG. Y'all can find the show at Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. Y'all can also find the show on IG at uncut.uncensored. That's all I got. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's okay. What's up? What's up, everyone? All the listeners out there. This is Akira, also known as Tender, and you can find me on IG at Tender10. That's TENDER10.
All right. Well, we ready?
We ready.
Always.
All right. Well, listen. Someone helped me with this topic today. He posed the question.
Okay.
And he said, what are some of the biggest changes you see or have seen in relationships as you've gotten older in life? Has your mindset changed towards relationships, how you approach them, expectations? What are some of the biggest changes that you've encountered from your 20s, 30s, for those that are 40s, for those that are 50, even if you're 60, for the listeners out there, what are some of the biggest changes? So I want to hear from you, D Boogie, from a male's point of view.
Well, you need to elaborate on that a little bit more for me before I can give you an answer. You're saying the biggest changes.
Or challenges. Some of the biggest changes or challenges that you've seen, in life. Like, as you get older, you mature, our mindset should change, So, like, maybe what you looked for in your 20s, maybe it's not the same as you look in your 30s or 40s
well,
or 50s.
pretty much everything is the same that we all may have looked for in our 20s. So I'm gonna answer this. Here's my first crack at this.
Okay, go ahead.
And then of course we'll elaborate a little bit more, and as we go down our several roads, we'll travel those things or places together.
Okay.
On a different path. So I think for me, the thing that I have honed in that's near the top, the first thing that could come to my mind, I am more engaged in relationship. And being more engaged in a relationship, I'm saying that I don't take anything for granted. The granted, hey, listen, I'm here, I'm going to be here, we're going to be together. And with that type of attitude, it could come across as a nonchalant, or you're not, there's not a great attempt on growing and going through the relationship together. So being more engaged, I am saying that, I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to our growth, our development, take more of a leadership role, because one of the things that I found is I have given women a lot of credit throughout my entire life.
Okay.
And when it comes to relationship, I have always felt that a woman knows what a relationship is, and I would pretty much just follow along with it, things of that nature,
So you just went with the flow?
Yeah. So went with the flow, but more importantly, to create a flow, what I've learned is that as a man, I need to create the flow. And that it's really more up to me as a man that's going to determine how our relationship moves. And if the movement is through our ebbs and our flows. And so that's one of the things. That's me off the top.
I like that. So let me make sure I'm understanding. I always got to get some clarity. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you saying in your younger years, you felt like a woman knows best, basically, on the way that the relationship should go, and you didn't want to rock the boat, so you just kind of, you went with it.
Well, not necessarily rocking the boat. However, your first statement is correct.
Okay.
I did feel as if the woman knew more about what this relationship was about.
Okay.
Because it was more so of, what I found, they were more demanding on how we're going to move and things of that nature. So if I just conform, things of that nature, we probably will
Keep
be
some peace.
Probably will be all right.
Gotcha.
But what I found is that it's really the opposite.
Okay.
That a woman really looks to a man to lead in the relationship. She
Very
is
much
more.
so.
She is willing to follow. So that was probably my
Gotcha.
biggest take.
Okay, I think I understand it better. You got it, Tender?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, I like that. I do like that. Okay, Tender, what about you?
Ooh. Listen, now I would have to go in a different direction than what D Boogie is explaining as far as what changed for him in a relationship? Well, what changed for me was I think back in my 20s, I was looking for financial security over emotional security. And that was a big shift for me, where I know that my emotions, being secure and feeling safe emotionally, is most important right now.
Yeah.
But financial security is not necessarily off the table, but it's lower on a hierarchy.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. I would definitely have to say, for me, in my 20s, and I probably said this on the air before, in my 20s, I had unrealistic expectations.
You did say that before.
Yeah. You know, I expected a lot.
Could you give me an example, please?
I knew you. So notice I began this so that there's no judgment, listeners. I began this by saying in my 20s, I had very unrealistic. So I felt like, you know, a man shouldn't be renting. He should own a home. You know, I felt like he should have at least one rental property. I don't know why I felt like that in my 20s. Okay. I said, look, see that look.
That's called high expectations.
Hey, listen, I'm listen. I'm just amazed.
You know, I felt like
the things people look for, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I clearly I was in my head, you know, and I was floating in the clouds. You know, I could say this. And you know, I had to be humbled. And so, you know, now that I'm more level-headed now and I'm in reality.
They need 2 rental properties now.
At least. No. I'm joking. No, now I realize, listen, it's all about whatever makes you happy. You know, I don't know why I felt like, why don't you want to be a homeowner? Like, that was just crazy to me. Again, I have very unrealistic expectations. And some people don't want to own a home, and that's okay, because I understand.
But they just ain't for you.
It just,
not,
exactly.
Not back then.
Again, I was very immature in my thinking.
Not back then. What about now?
So right now, you definitely, you just need to make sure you have your own place. Now, I don't care if you own it or you rent it. It just needs to be yours.
That's development.
Yeah, that's development. And you know, maturity. So that was that. Also, in my 20s and in my 30s, I was not clear about my needs because I was not aware of my needs.
Okay, that's being honest.
Yeah. You know, and I think a lot of people, you know, you don't know how to articulate what you need because you don't even know what you need. I thought, you know, since I'm making this money, I'm like, okay, well, look, listen, you better come with the money. But again, life is a little bit more than money. But I didn't realize that. So now I realize, no, listen, you need to make sure you know what you need so that you can articulate what, you know, you expect your partner to give you. So those are just some of the things that I
Is that an applause that I hear?
I like it. I like
I'm done with D Boogie.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
That was Cristal.
That was not Cristal.
That was
you.
Cristal. It was not. It was not. Look, Cristal's like, well, wait a minute. How did I get roped off into this? Thank you, birthday twin.
Please do not bring him into this. Let him eat.
Cristal.
No, he's not welcome.
Cristal is going to be here.
He's not welcome.
A little bit ladies coming in.
No,
he's not welcome.
He's eating. Eat your salad or whatever that is over there as you eating. Eat it.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. And here's one of the things I believe. I believe the maturity when it comes to what you feel you are desiring in a relationship is always ever changing.
Very much so.
Because I look at it like this almost, and I think about it when I lay down and pray. And thank you, Lord. Thank you for everything. And this is what I'm saying right now because everything that I prayed for has been delivered to me.
Amen.
Oh, that's a blessing.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah,
yes.
that is.
Yes.
Won't he do it?
All the time.
Right.
All the time. And thank you for that. But no but.
Because we don't want to negate.
No, I ain't saying but to my prayers.
Right.
However, I need to watch what I pray for.
Yes.
You know, so now if we translate this over to relationships, sometimes you
Yes.
need to watch what you're saying, what
Ooh,
you think
who
that
pray
you need.
For? I thought I
You
was
know.
praying for some. Listen, I prayed for him, and God always answered my prayers as well. So I agree with you on that.
That's why you better be
And he
specific.
gave me this man that I prayed for, and I was like, you can have him back, Lord. He is yours. My bad. I'll wait for you next time. So I understand. Be real specific in your prayers. Be real specific. Don't ask for that dude. Just child.
Yeah, don't just go off of, you want him to be, physically, or her or them.
That's okay.
To be,
Y'all can speak on it. I ain't tripping.
well, I just want to make sure I'm
Speak on how
covering
you
every
want-
area. I don't want
I'll
people
take
to
care of
think.
this side over here. Don't worry about that.
Ooh.
All right?
See,
So
I
don't
like
take
that.
back.
See, you know what? That right. I love when a man said, "Don't worry about this. I'm gonna take care of this."
Yeah, I'm gonna take
That's-
care of this
See,
side.
that right there is a need. Come on now, take,
You know.
please and thank you. Take
You
care of
welcome.
it.
Listen.
And pretty much on that note, what we're about to do is take a break,
Okay.
No problem. Tell me what we gonna do.
and
Ooh.
we'll be right back. Y'all listening to 95.9 FM WOVU. This is Uncut and Uncensored. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Once again, 95.9 FM WOVU, Uncut, Uncensored. Hey, did we give our not only, I know we did our how to finds earlier, but did we let them know where they can find us on YouTube and things of that nature?
We did, but you can let them know again.
You do a good job at that. Go ahead.
But I love when you do it.
Go, Kane.
Kane is not over there.
Kane. Hey, Kane, wish you was in here, brother. Know you had some other things to do. But listen, y'all, if y'all want to check us out, put some faces with the voices, you can go to Relationship Talk, Uncut Uncensored. It's Relationship Talk, Uncut Uncensored.
Is it uncut, uncensored, or uncut dot uncensored?
I had it right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't confuse them, please.
No, I'm all right. I'm all
You see,
right.
that's when
got my
Rafiq
back.
jump in.
He got
Yeah.
my
Only when he
back.
feel like it.
Then also you can go to IG and check us out. That's at Uncut Dot Uncensored. That's where the dot is at.
That's where
on
the
IG.
dot is.
Now check us out. Now, if you got a comment you want to hit us with in the next 40 minutes, go out there and
Go out where?
To IG
Okay.
and send us some love. We'll answer what you got to say. All right. So talking about the maturity in a relationship. What are you doing? Are you doing the same things you used to do? That's why a lot of relationships, a lot of people just go through the same thing over and over again because they're looking for something that that the universe has been trying to tell you. That ain't for you. But I'm gonna keep giving it to you because I got to do my job and return what you are asking for.
Yes.
But you need to start looking into something else because you realize that this ain't working for you. I got a little story that I was privileged to hear about. Let me see. What time is it? And let me see. Okay, they ain't listening. So,
You know
Yeah,
what?
you
That
had
is
to turn the music down for that?
Y'all
He
want to
said,
make
Let
sure.
me make sure my people not
No, I
listening.
know
They
they ain't
still
listening.
at
That's
work.
okay.
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
let
Okay.
them listen. It's all good.
No,
Let's
no,
get it
no.
while we can get it.
no,
Come on,
let's-
D-Bug,
let's
you
get it.
deliver
So, a friend of mine's, looking for a particular type of individual. Change it up. Figure out of all these years that it's time for a change.
Okay.
And bless their hearts, so they went after the change.
Okay.
And I've always say, hey, listen, I don't think that's a good fit for you, what you're looking for, especially what you got. I don't think that's it. I understand what you're saying, that you're not looking for, I ain't gonna call them the pretty boys, but the nice looking, handsome macho men with paper and stuff like that. That's something, you would think, would you agree a lot of women
Absolutely.
at one time was looking for, right?
We stay looking for.
You still hopeful for that.
Listen.
Now, whether you get it is the question.
Yeah. So she was tired of looking for that, right? And decided to go with the opposite. So
What's the opposite?
He
He ain't attractive. He ain't
You
got
know,
no
he-
paper.
I ain't gonna say he ain't got no paper, but your average guy. Ain't nothing wrong with the average guy.
Ain't nothing wrong with average, but what's considered average? Because we got to be clear for people. I'm just saying.
Give me your example of average
Well,
guy.
I'm just listen. I'm asking you. You ain't about to have me in.
I mean,
I tell
your
you,
average guy.
I got
Your
the average right here. I can
Okay.
tell you, he work a regular 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
He okay on the eyes. He not
He ain't nothing to write home about.
well groomed.
Are you gonna do a double look?
I think you are
No.
explaining this guy to the T. So thank you for that. Anything else about this average guy?
Average height. He ain't tall. He ain't been to the gym in a while.
Just average, you
Just
know.
average.
Average.
Now, do you do a double like when you?
No!
see him, do you- oh, okay.
Why would you double take that?
maybe you know.
Unless you be like, I know he ain't wearing them. Like, or I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your double take, but you only double take like, ooh,
maybe
average
he got nice
dude.
eyes. You know, maybe he got
But
nice.
you know what?
Look
You-
at all
you
that
find-
average
Nice
over there.
All that average. All that C plus at best.
It's C minus.
Ooh.
So anyway, so your average guy. So we got a
Okay.
good definition of average,
Thank
right?
you, Tinder.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very
That
much.
is from Tinder, by the way.
I mean, but
Hit
she-
her DMs up.
Don't
you know,
listen.
no, ain't what she
Or,
saying. She
or
look,
D Boogie.
she's not saying she looking for that. So
I
we were
didn't
able
say that. No,
to
No,
explain.
I'm saying,
we were
you
able
know-
to explain the average guy. So can I go on with my story?
Yeah, but
Please.
I only said that to say that it's some guys that fit into that and they don't believe that they're average. So I don't want the problem to be with me because, sir, I didn't say you were average. You take that up with D Boogie or Tinder, but go ahead.
I'm ready for the smoke.
Okay, so the average guy, right?
ahead.
Okay, we know your average is something else. You know.
No, we don't know.
Well, enlighten us then.
No,
I can hold off on
I
the
want
story.
you to finish your story. Go ahead. Finish your
No,
story.
we not.
I want to hear her.
No,
average.
finish your story, sir, because
No.
I don't
Okay,
want
so
you to forget.
I'm right here. I'm locked
Come on
in.
before they tune in and you can't
get-
tell us.
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
right. So let's go.
Right.
Somebody, hey, they're here over there. You know. So anyway, I was always was going back and forth, and they was like, "You just don't like the guy. I said, listen, I just don't think he's for you. That's all. I said because you putting a lot into him based on his averageness. But believe me, I see he controlling. I see how he move.
How are you moving?
I ain't gonna get into all of that. Now,
Okay,
I
let
want
me
to go
make a
too
note.
far now. I don't want to go
Well,
too
they don't
far.
know what we talking about.
No,
I'm
no,
putting
no.
2 and 2 together.
So
Yeah,
you
no,
so you
so-
see some stuff, but you ain't saying some
Yeah,
stuff.
no, I just saying some things.
Oh, okay.
And for me, you just don't like him. You got some type of problem. I said, no,
Wow.
truly, I don't have any problem with no average guys. I said, but
Or any guy, D.
Any-
Boogie.
That
any
is
guy,
some-
for that
any
matter.
guy,
Any-
That
and-
is
and,
some
you know,
real subtle shade, but
you
go
know.
ahead.
Or any guy.
So
Especially
so-
some average guy. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
for any guy, like she says, and she's right. So
Okay.
the thing is this: I've seen the table turn. Now it's coming out on how he's moving. He's moving like he's that dude.
Well, she done built him up. Now he
She,
think-
she,
She
you-
didn't polish them up,
she-
dusted
no,
him
no,
up.
see, some things can't be polished right away.
But
so,
no, him knowing he got her, and
That's
if
it
she's
right
that
there.
top tier type of
right,
woman,
she top
and
tier.
yeah.
she got her stuff together,
Yeah.
and now
Right.
he feel like, oh, I can pull her.
Yeah.
I can pull
No,
this
he felt like I got her.
I got her, and now because I got her, I can move like this. I'm comfortable in my position because she ain't going nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere now. She locked in, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And so it was just, I was like, y'all can't see me, but I was like, I told you about this guy.
So okay, so now what? How are we moving differently because he's moving differently?
Well, the plot has just opened. So it
Okay,
hasn't
okay,
thickened.
so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Hasn't
All
thickened
right,
yet,
all right,
but-
all right.
But now the how the curtain has been
Revealed.
unveiled or revealed. Veiled is when you put it on it, right?
Revealed.
Yeah.
Revealed. You saying unveiled?
Yes.
Unveiled,
Unveiled.
revealed, same
Okay.
thing. Yeah. So
No bill. But you know what? I want to say this to what you said. He feel like he has her. See, here's the thing. You know,
Because do you think that's just because he's an average guy?
I think that's
What you
men.
mean?
Period.
what you mean?
That now he feels a little more confident in his position. Because if he been above average, he used to her caliber, and he wouldn't be like this because he know like, okay, this I'm used to this. I gotta jump a little bit higher for this one.
See, and pardon me for this here. I can't really put the nail in the coffin on how average guy thinks.
Because you're
Because
above
you're not a-
average.
yeah.
I'm
That makes sense though.
But let me take a whack at it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Whack it.
Let me take a whack at it. I believe that, he is feeling good about himself. And it was really for him, the conquer thing. Because I could tell by any and everything on my observation of this guy, he's never been at that level before. And so I
That's
believe
tough.
it was just, and he did his thing. And now he probably feels like, hey, listen, I can go to a whole different grade
Yeah.
because I am confident that I knocked off a top tier.
Yeah.
So,
and see the
and
problem.
I think he may
Dang
be.
it. I'm salty in this one, but keep going because
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like at this particular point, I got this. I don't even really care how you tripping too much on this
because I can get another one.
because I could go get another one.
But see,
I on the ride. Go ahead.
But here's the danger in that, and this goes for both. Well, I'm gonna just say that here's the danger in that. See, the problem is she's been that girl, okay,
all along.
all along. The problem is she's been that chick. She got her own bag. She got her own place. She look good. I'm assuming she's nice on the eyes, and I'm assuming she's got it going on in the places that makes a man double take. Right. Here's the problem, dude. You not that guy. She made you look good. So when that piece is off your arm, you gonna go back to being a nobody.
Also, remember that she's the chick many guys want.
Exactly.
And just because you acting like that, don't change that she's the chick many guys want.
Yeah.
And that's the part where dudes like that, they get it twisted because you're not used to having. If you a certain type of dude and you used to snatching a bad chick, not just one that looks good on the eyes. You used to dealing with women that's got their own. You know how to handle her because you're used to it.
And that's key. That's what I always say. I say he's going to fumble this.
For lack of a better word, right?
ball.
Oh, Lord.
I knew he was going to do it.
Fumble.
Dusty scrub dudes out there.
Yeah.
That pool is a lot of dusty scrub dudes out there.
Yeah.
Throwing a lot of fine,
Yeah.
blank women. So this might be, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, this might just be the first of many for this man. And she didn't set him on this road.
On the
Right.
bar, right? She didn't graduate this dude, and now he think he can go to honors classes. Yes,
Yes, he most
Yeah,
certainly
yeah,
will because
yeah.
she would never give another dusty scrub a
Well,
chance.
and
We'd have made him dusty.
And to the topics,
From basic to
the
dusty.
topic of our conversation point.
What have you learned?
People have at one point this young lady was looking for a certain type of guy, and then she decided to pretty much do the opposite.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's going to bring
Yeah.
a different outcome.
an outcome, but it has brought the same outcome.
Yeah.
And with that, that's dangerous. Let me tell you, because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in that position right now. But okay,
Did you just put that out there?
I did.
Well, I've been there. You try to save them, as J. Cole said. They don't want to be saved.
Listen, it's like
Get
it's
juicy
like
now. Let's go.
Careful,
I'm not gonna put my business. out
please,
there. I'm not
please.
I'll tell you later.
I see you paused.
But see, here's the thing: when it's the same outcome, it's time to do some introspect
Why you take the
because
music off?
you
I
are
thought she
the
was about to go with a
common
great story.
denominator in that.
Right.
But I get the fact that she wants a different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, "Let me get a different type of dude,
Yeah.
one that will give me exactly what I want."
Yeah.
And he turned into the other dudes. She boosted him up and dusted him off and molded him into the other dudes that she used to deal with.
Yeah. Well, she didn't
And
really
now-
mold him though. He was just pretending. She didn't mold him.
You
Go
attract
ahead, Rafi.
you attract a certain
Go
type
ahead,
of dude. Yeah, and I do believe we attract a certain type of dude based on our own insecurities.
Very much so.
I do believe that.
Yeah, believe that. He's saying the universe will give you what you
yes.
want.
Rafiq, Third Eye Production said the universe.
What you need?
What you need, really? Really? Is it okay? So to grow you and develop you?
Because it could be a lesson.
Okay, Lord, let this not be a lesson.
Yeah.
But okay.
Problem is we hold on to the lesson longer than
no,
it's
right,
supposed
right.
to,
We
you
keep
know.
going that same class.
It's
What
supposed
else?
to be a season.
Because you keep failing.
Right. Right. So it's terrible. I feel bad for her because I feel her.
She'll be all right though. You know,
be
this
all right.
if she
She
learns
gonna
the
be all right.
lesson.
But
I tried to tell her.
but you
Tried to
feel like, and quit doing that, because be her friend and quit talking about what you tried to do.
Right, because he enjoying that. Look, head by.
Right.
I told her.
I tried
to tell her.
Let's not try to tell her. Let's just support her in this situation.
But see, you know what? So here for her, what has she learned? As in, you know,
Well, we don't know if it's a full lesson
We're not.
yet.
We're not there yet. As far as
Right.
you sometimes you still are studying before you learn it.
But this has been, but
I think
she's
still
been
in that
dating this
process.
guy for some years now. I think at least a year and a half. Am I wrong?
Girl. She is absolutely right.
I know I am. I know. I
know.
pay attention. I know exactly what's going on. Yes.
well, you know what? I'm pretty sure that when this lesson is over, hopefully she'll say, you know what? I may not need to deviate completely from what I want. I just need to make sure that I have, you know, some other things in place. Like, you know, one of the things I learned, since we talking about what have you learned in your 20s versus your 30s and your 40s, you can't tell me what you want to do, what you gonna do, what you've been dreaming about, without me seeing some manifestation of you having done those things before. You can't, I don't care none about you wanting to open up this big time business. Sir, have you had a business before? That's what I need to know.
I did, but it wasn't big.
Okay, how big was it?
Not as big as the one I'm dreaming about.
Okay, so you know
I like
what?
that your dreams are bigger, but go ahead.
Yeah, I
You know
like
what
that
I'm
your
saying?
dreams are
You
big.
know,
But I'm not selling on that.
All I need is you, because dream is to get to that dream is bigger than me. So I need a team. Come on.
Yeah, see, you
Be-
can't.
be
See, you
part of
can't.
this
I
dream
don't want to hear
team.
them riddles either. That's another thing you can't
That
do.
flim
If this-
flam?
You can. I don't want to hear no
What's that
flim
dude
Be a
flam.
part of this.
What's the dude name from A Living Color that was in jail and used to use all the
I don't
words?
know, but I don't want to hear it. And another thing I've learned, I'm cross referencing everything.
Oh, so you going? I know y'all do research,
Fact
but
check.
you
Listen
cross
here,
reference.
I'm cross referencing everything. Things that I did not do in my 20s and my 30s. You best
Right.
believe it's too much information out here for me not to be looking.
Don't you believe in faith?
You know,
Faith.
what?
I
got
also
faith
believe in
God.
work. And the word says faith without work
Is dead.
is dead. So yes, please
You got me
listen.
on that one.
Thank you. So those are some of the things that I've learned because people lie, and even though my heart and I believe in being honest and transparent, that is not what people want. People don't want to be honest and transparent. So you know what? Let them tell whatever story they want to tell. Ladies, I'm gonna speak to the ladies because I am a lady. Cross reference, double check, and don't believe it just because they saying it. And give it some time.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm sorry. I got a text here,
Go ahead.
and the listeners want to know where are the cross references and the sites and where they can do the double check. You want
It's
to share
called
that?
Google. It's called
That text
Dr.
did
Google.
not come through. That is
Yeah,
G-Bookie.
right. It's called Dr. Google.
I want to know too.
Law office Google.
I tried to
Listen.
get some of their secrets out there, fellas. I
Connect
tried.
with your connect.
Yeah, connect with. Listen, we'll talk off the air.
Okay.
DM us if you want. I just helped. As a matter of fact, I just helped the girl out. She was in the restaurant, and she'd been dealing with this guy
Oh,
for.
Momo's?
Yeah, she was at Momo's. There you go.
Okay.
And she's a frequent customer, and she's been dealing with this guy for a few years. And she telling me, some things that's going on in the relationship, and I'm listening, and she asked the magic question because I'm working on not giving advice unless you ask me. She said, "Well, what do you think?" Oh, I'm glad you asked. I said, "Well, have you done any research?" She was completely like, "Research? What do you mean?" I said, "Well, based on what you're telling me, it sounds like this guy is probably either married or he's cohabitating." I said, "So have you looked into anything that he has told you?" She said, "I haven't. Where do I look?" I said, "I'm glad you asked."
Yeah, I'm laughing too. Look at you. Do tell.
So I told her, I said, "Well, go
Wanna know,
here,
too.
go there."
That's not only like
the-
a woman could check a man. Can
No,
a man
I
check
think,
for a
I
woman?
think men should check because you know
I mean,
what?
no, I'm talking about the go here and go there. Is it
Yes.
is it unisex or is it just a site where guys?
You know what?
I just want to know.
Listen, I'm just saying, like,
I need some help. I need some
if
help.
if you think the brother or the woman is married, check. And even if you don't think. Still check.
You can't go and check to see if somebody's married.
Yes,
It's called
you
a
can.
marriage. See, you know what?
Excuse me.
It's called a
Yes, you
marriage
can.
license.
That
No,
is
you can-
public
no, listen,
public knowledge.
listen what I'm
You go to
saying.
Cuyahoga County
Look,
docket
hold on,
search,
let me get
and you
finished.
can
Can I-
find out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Look, you can.
And if he
you
say
can,
he
you can-
divorced,
and
check.
Where you gonna check?
Cuyahoga
you
County
serious?
docket search, docket court. You can
Right.
All
find
right.
out.
So, brothers, do not take that advice. That is not true.
It's very true.
Okay.
No, it is.
Let
It
me-
is-
let me
it is-
show
it
you.
is not.
I'm going to show
D
you right
Boogie,
now.
it's very true.
Listen. You know, I'm gonna throw you a bone. Can I throw you a
You
bone?
can go right ahead.
Okay, listen. In order for that to be true, it's not the absolute truth.
You gotta know
And
the
the re-
county.
and the reason and the reason
I'm
being,
listening.
you can get married
You
in
can.
another county.
You can.
You can get married in another state.
You can.
You can get divorced in another county. So when you're sending people to go look at Cuyahoga County search, they could have done these transactions in another county.
So here's the thing. I only know one person that got married in a whole nother state. Most of the time.
So ask these questions. Where'd you get married at?
Exactly. What is
Y'all got
general?
married?
It's
I ain't-
simple.
You asked me why I got married. I ain't married. We're going to take a break right quick.
You trying to confuse?
No,
Listen,
we ain't
ladies.
married. No, you get
Look it up.
Ladies, yeah, take that advice.
Fellas, look it up.
We'll be right back. 95. No, fellas, don't take that advice. Ladies, take that advice. You can
Why
look
you
at
don't
the
want
county.
the fellas to look
Why
it up?
guys can't
You don't want the
fact
guys
check
to know
her?
if they dealing with a woman that's married?
Like I said. Well, I'm going to tell you the story right quick. Then we got to go to break right quick.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm dealing with a young lady, and she decides to. I told her I wasn't married,
Okay.
but someone else told her. No, I told her that I was divorced,
Okay.
but someone else told her no, he's married.
Okay.
So she decides to go to the county site
Good for her.
to look and see if I had a divorce.
Yeah,
Now she was able to go there and see that I was married, but in Cuyahoga County. But when she looked to see if I was divorced, it wasn't there.
Why
So
wasn't
she
it there?
assumed, let me finish the story.
You're absolutely correct. My bad.
So you could learn something, because if you were
I'm
listening, you
listening.
could learn something.
You're
here.
absolutely correct.
Okay.
Come on.
So just, okay. So when she went, why wasn't it there? When she went there and she seen that I wasn't, that on record it showed I was not divorced. The reason why I did not show it in Cuyahoga County, because I got divorced in Erie County.
Okay.
So because I'm in a different county, my divorce decree was there. Now me and her broke up over this for a little while. She came back and, tried to make up,
double checked.
you know, you don't even know what's going on. We be right back.
That's why you got to know the county. Probing questions.
You gotta ask
Take
questions.
winter out for a spin on.
Work in the walls, I got blocked off. Work in the walls, I got blocked off.
Woo, we're back, y'all. It's hot in here.
It is.
It is warm. It is
I
hot.
like it hot.
Whew.
Some like it hot, and I'm one of
And
them.
I got short sleeves on.
You do. Showing all them nice arms. Look at them guns. Look at that. Beautiful skin. Love the complexion of your skin.
I'm gonna-
Okay, tell them more. Tell them more.
I have nothing to
He
say.
blushing.
I'm just over here smiling.
Men are so easy, ladies. So
Thank
you gotta
you.
do is stroke their ego.
Stroke that
Stroke
ego.
it a little bit. That's
Stroke it a
it.
lot.
Tell them how.
So,
You know,
you want some candy,
Little boy.
little girl?
you gotta get back to the topic.
So where were we at? You were saying. So we was talking about the dockets and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You just got to use some probing questions. Hey, ladies, in your everyday conversation, collect your data.
Yeah.
Find out what county did he get married in. Well, has he always lived in whatever county he lives in? Huh? What county? And so you divorced, huh? Okay. Where did that happen? Okay. Wow. Just find out in your
Oh,
everyday
see,
conversation.
I thought that was just regular conversation.
No.
You know how many times I've been asked that? All the time.
As you
So-
should
I mean,
be.
because,
So-
and honestly, ladies, it's not just to find out information about the man that benefits you, but also for your own safety and the safety of your children. Do your research.
And so over the years, that's one of the things that I've learned in a relationship is that, and I joked on it earlier, but I believe what a person said because I felt like, you know, they were sugar and spice and everything nice, just sweet, you know. I mean, because they're doing things for me. They loving
Giving
me a
you
certain,
candy.
they giving me, yeah. They loving me a certain way and things of that nature. So you got to think, you know, when a person makes you feel a certain way, you think everything about them is solid, which it isn't. You got to just take it for face value. I had a young lady ask me about, you know, earning something within a relationship with me. And, you know, that was early in the relationship, you know, say, hey, you know, what about this? I say, hey, listen, let me tell you something. In order to get those things you're looking for, you got to earn this.
Yeah.
You got to earn it. You know, we got to, you know, keep it real. Y'all can like me or don't like me. But I was like, no, you got to earn your spot. You just can't come in and take somebody else off the plate.
Off the roster.
Yeah, because that's what you want.
D Boogie's roster.
You got to earn your
Got
spot.
to earn your spot.
You got to earn your
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she done did some solid work. So,
She climbing up the ladder.
no,
Are
she
you
done climbed up
promoter?
the ladder. Yeah, she done climbed up the ladder.
You know what?
Yeah, you done earned your,
I am
you know, you
not-
earning spots.
Lord
Champ.
have mercy.
Right.
You know what? So those are some of the things that you've learned, some of the changes in relationships from your 20s and 30s and 40s. Now let's talk about, what about some of the challenges, you know, that you've, you know, seen over the course of, you know, from your 20s to 30s, your 40s and 50s, challenges as it relates to relationships.
Some of the challenges being honest with yourself about where you are, and being honest with where you want to be, because when you're in your 20s, for real 20s is to be quitting people. As soon as you see that they're not for you, you're supposed to quit them immediately in your 20s.
Really? I thought 20s was meant to have fun, experiment.
And quitting people.
Oh, okay. Are we
Don't
saying
be
quitting?
trying to quit. Don't be trying to settle down just because that's your guy, your current guy. No. If he's not for you, quit him with the quickness, especially in your 20s. In your 30s, you need to be trying to pay. You should have grown past that point in your 30s and become more selective in the person you choose. But also continue to learn about yourself. And that's really difficult, especially when you're also evolving yourself. You have to understand where you are and know where you want to go and continue to learn. That's the challenge to me, is to be honest with yourself and take some accountability for your part in a relationship.
Yeah, that's good. What about you, D Boogie? What are some of the challenges you've noticed as you've gotten older in relationships from your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s?
I'm just going to be real here, and I got to jump real quick, get to my 6 o'clock session. But the biggest challenge is me, you know.
Oh, that's honest.
You know, that's me. I'm the biggest challenge. You know, I still look and desire for a certain type of look. I'm still hopeful for, you know, somebody that's, you know, that's into like really serving as king, you know.
When you say serving, can you
Whatever you think serving is.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Well, I guess
so, you know.
let that be that.
So I am so my challenge is I have to be a little bit more realistic with myself, basing on what's truly out there for me.
Is that the best thing for you, though? What you're looking for, is that the best thing for you?
I believe if it was, I would already have it.
Okay.
So
Or
So-
here's another. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, here's another twist to it, because you said if it was, you would already have it. But is it possible that, because you said you're looking for somebody to really serve you, and I think that's most men, but are you willing to give what you want? Because I believe relationships are a complete servitude both ways. I believe the man should be serving the woman, and the woman should be serving the man. The problem is,
before you say the problem,
Go ahead.
I agree with you 100%.
okay, so are you willing, or have you been giving what it is you want?
Yes, ma'am. I am a servant guy. I will serve and take care of my queen, and I will make sure that I have an open mind, an open thought process as I'm dealing with it, because it ain't about me.
Right.
Like I said, it ain't about her. It's about us.
Exactly.
So I keep my focus on us. And to keep my focus on us, I really have to take it off of me
That's it.
and serve her and hope for the same in return.
Yeah. I love that.
See, I don't got a problem with,
yeah.
Well, yes, I do. I got a problem with it.
You got a problem with what?
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
wanna
Tell
you
us.
Do. You do.
Tell us,
So what's the
D-Boogie.
problem?
Hey, listen.
And then run out of here. What's the problem?
There's no problems. There's no problems.
Okay. I
With
gotta
my whole demeanor will change.
Your whole everything changed. Your eyes closed and you threw your hands up. I mean, come on now.
He recanted his statement. He said, well, I have
Yeah.
a problem with get it out. It's better out than in.
Well, no, I would love to share. I tell you what, if
Gotcha.
you want to continue with this
Okay.
next week, we could do that. But I got to get to my next session, get prepared for it. So, gotta
Peace
roll.
out.
Bye-bye.
Gotta roll.
Bye. Thank
And
you.
I usually don't,
Stay put. It's me and
I
Tasha.
usually don't, say I'm leaving, but
It's
Yeah.
okay.
I gotta go.
I know.
Okay.
Go.
We
Love
understand.
y'all, C-Town. I'm Colin Sister. I check y'all next week.
Thank you. We
And
appreciate you.
I talk about my problems. I
You
make sure I
sure?
write them down.
I was just about to say, because you're going to forget.
You know what? It's a little notepad out there as you exit.
Hey, I'm in
Don't
the
act
new
like you
times. I
use
use my
that.
phone.
Don't
We're
act
gonna-
like
Use
you
your
use
phone.
it. Right.
See,
Stop
that's
it.
part of the problem right
Be-
there.
yes.
You say you're doing
Let's be
something that you're not
realistic.
doing.
Right.
But you said you got to go.
I gotta go.
I
So-
know.
so you trying to make me stay?
I'm not.
Well, I wish you was.
Well, please stay.
You almost had me.
Please stay. Don't go. Please don't go.
Gotta go.
So you know
Do
what?
your hair like this.
But just to kind of jump back in on that, I believe that that's one of the challenges that I've noticed in relationships as I've gotten older. See you later, D Boogie. Is that people want what they're not willing to give.
You gonna say that while I'm walking out the door?
I mean,
know what?
I asked you to stay, just like a man. I asked you to stay, and I think and that goes for me. I can say that because sometimes I expect things that I'm not willing to give myself. But you want it out of a mate, and so it's like really settling on the fact that relationships are really supposed to be about servitude. But people get into relationships about, okay, well, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
How can you help me, instead of, okay, well, how can I help you? Relationships should add, what kind of value do you add to this relationship?
Right.
So I think that's one of the challenges I've noticed in relationships. People have a gimme mindset, and then I think what happens over time, people get frustrated and get tired, and then they stop giving. But then you stop giving, and are you being true to yourself?
I think when you get frustrated and tired, you are being true to yourself. And when you stop out of frustration
Yeah.
and fatigue, yes. Because as I stated before, I'm one of the people that come into the relationship treating you exactly how I want to be treated. And when you don't look as if it's appreciated,
Yeah.
or you don't catch on,
Yeah.
then I fall back. And now you looking at me like, oh, she acting funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's true. I'm acting funny but instead of me going in
Yeah.
knowing exactly what you need and treating you accordingly based on your love language,
Ooh, that
I
part.
got it. I tell you, I do it all the time. I
That
do it all
part.
the time, and
That part.
and I'll fall back to that. Like, let me see first. Now it's like, let me see. I'm at the let me see stage
See, now that
because I know I'm a giver. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
And I know I see things and I be like, oh, he needed such and such.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna buy him a so and so. Okay, watch. When I come back, I ain't even gonna tell him I'm gonna have so and so, such and such, so and so. I'm gonna do this, and this because that's how I like to be loved. But now I gotta fall back and be like, let me see.
And now that it's just Rafiq here, it's just us girls talking.
Let's see if he jump on the mic.
Let's see if
now.
you jump on the mic. I think what you said is loving a person the way you want to be loved and not the way they want to be loved.
Right, and it'll save me a headache. It'll save me a headache, and it might save the relationship.
It might
if
save
I
the
go
relationship.
in, like, but but then they love. But sometimes, oh, I love that she did this, she did that.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I'm falling back to that.
And it's like you shouldn't have to, but I think, see, and here's the other thing that I've learned, challenges, and that since I've gotten older, we started this thing with saying, articulating what you need. So one of the things I've noticed, and it's a daily process. I'm not the same person I was yesterday, last week, last year. I'm constantly looking to become more in tune with my authentic self. And so one of the things I've said to myself, let me make sure I fully communicate what I need. Because, I think it's important, ladies, if you're listening, or ladies, I know you're listening, make sure you fully communicate, if you're dealing with somebody, what you need. Because you want to remove off the table them saying, well, I didn't know.
And you want to let them know from the beginning so that any event they don't, you have enough time to see that he's not meeting those needs, and you can move on and you're not wasting your time.
Absolutely.
But also, as you stated, Tasha, be willing to give.
Yeah.
We go in thinking of, like you said, go in and think about what can he do for me, instead of saying, you know what, how can we work together so that we can get what we both want out of this relationship.
Exactly. And that's key. Like, it needs to be reciprocal. There needs to be some even flow here. Like, I don't want a whole, since you do, I'll do.
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Tat.
Tit for tat. I don't want that. If it's reciprocal, this is what you do naturally. It's what comes effortlessly to you. If you are naturally a giver, you're naturally nurturing, you're naturally caring, it's the relationship is going to move so much better.
Yes.
But if I got to force you to do these things, it's going to create friction. And so, ladies, if you're with somebody, fully communicate your needs, your wants. And then, fellas, if you with somebody, fully communicate your needs and your wants. And then another thing, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you talk before I go back there. Go ahead.
I think the cheat code and all of that is people have expectations, and what I don't learn is to check my expectations like at the door.
Yes, and yes, and when you go in with no expectations, your feelings are not hurt. And if they're whatever they're bringing to the table, if that's enough for you, then good.
Or I think it's about building something. So I don't have an idea in my mind that this is what this relationship is gonna look like. With me and her, that's unrealistic. We got to build and create that together.
Right.
The second you start inventing something in your head without the consent of that person,
right,
that's wrong.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I like that you said without the consent of that person, because that means there has to be dialogue. She has to know what your expectations are, and you have. But like you said, don't have any expectation. Go in and let that person be themselves, and like you said, build on that, or you all build together. Discuss. Okay, this is what later on. Like you, I think that's the biggest thing we need to do. Not necessarily lowering your expectations, but removing them.
Should you really remove your expectations?
Take them off the table for a second. Yes, because listen, they had to meet the expectations to get to where they are right now. So
That's
now
true.
take them off the table.
That's true. I can see that. I can see that. So as we getting ready to wrap this up here, so some of the things that we've learned, and as we've gotten older, some of the changes that we talked about as you've gotten older in relationships, just to kind of recap for those that are just tuning in, shame on you. What did we say some of the changes were that we've learned from our 20s, our 30s, our 40s, our 50s?
Becoming more accountable. Holding yourself more accountable, and as Rafiq said, Third Eye Productions, remove those expectations. Also, be realistic about what you want as far as saying, okay, this is where I am. Don't be that dude that wants something and you don't even match. You don't qualify yourself. How?
Yeah. That's really good. And be clear about your needs.
Yes. But in all things in 2023, make sure you are taking care of yourself first. You cannot expect somebody to take care of you better than you. Take
That's
care of yourself first. Come to the table with something. And if you don't have anything to come to the table with, then work on yourself before you jump into a relationship. As Rafiq said, he didn't say it exactly like that, but that's pretty much what he said. He was like, and if you can't, if that's what you want and you not that dude, then work on yourself to become that dude to get what you want.
Period. Well, listen here. Y'all been tuning in to Uncut Uncensored. Check us out on YouTube. That's at Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. It's been real. Happy New Year. Happy 2023,
Happy.
y'all.
Yes.
Let's make it a great year.
All
It's been
right.
real. We out.
Bye.